Hello everyone, in this video we have this interesting problem. We are given this circle with two chords intersecting at this point, and we have to find the radius of the circle. But before we begin on this channel, we solve good and important problems. So if you are new here, please subscribe and then tap on the bell notification so that you'll be notified whenever we upload good content like this. Now let's get started. First, let's call this point A, this point B, this point C, then we have D, and lastly E. The distance from A to B is 2 centimeters. The distance from B to C is 9 centimeters. Then the distance from B to E is 3 centimeters, but we don't know the distance from B to D. So let's represent this distance by Y. And from the problem, you have to find the radius of the circle, but here is the case, we don't even know the center of the circle. So how do we solve this problem? Well, first let's draw a perpendicular line to bisect chord AC. So I'll draw a perpendicular line to bisect chord AC. Then we have 90 degrees here. Now, how do we find the distance from this point to C? We know that the distance from A to C is 2 plus 9. So to find this distance, it's a matter of summing 9 and 2 and then dividing them by 2. So the distance from here to here is 9 plus 2 divided by 2. Then the distance from B to this point is going to be the distance from B to C minus A to B, all divided by 2. So it's going to be 9 minus 2 divided by 2. So we know this distance, we know this distance. Now another thing we're going to do is to draw a perpendicular line to bisect chord DE. So I'll just stand here, then draw a perpendicular line to bisect chord DE. Then this is the point of intersection, and they are making an angle of 90 degrees here. Now guess what? This point is actually the center of the circle. That is awesome, right? Now, you notice that the distance from this point to this point is the same as the distance from B to this point. So this distance is actually 9 minus 2 divided by 2, that is 7 divided by 2. Now another thing is we're going to find the distance from this point to D. We know that the distance from D to B is Y, and then the distance from B to E is 3. So to find the distance from this point to D, we know that the distance from D to this point is half of the distance from D to E. So the distance from this point to this point is actually Y plus 3 divided by 2. So now that we know that this point is the center of the circle, let's draw a radius from the center to point D, and then call this line R, where R is the radius of the circle. Now you notice that we have a right angle triangle here, with this angle being 90 degrees. So let's apply Pythagoras theorem here to find R. R squared is equal to Y plus 3 divided by 2 all squared plus 7 over 2 all squared. But we don't know Y. So how can we find Y? Now let's use this formula. The product of the distance from A to B and then B to C is equal to the product of the distance from D to B and B to E. So we have the product of A to B and B to C is equal to the product of D to B and B to E, right? So we have 2 times 9 is equal to 3y. 29 is 18 and this is equal to 3y. We are looking for y, so let's divide each side of the equation by 3 so that this will cancel this. Now we have y is equal to 6 centimeters. So it means that the distance from this point to this point is 6 centimeters. So in place of y, let's put 6. So we have r squared is equal to 6 plus 3 divided by 2 all squared plus 7 over 2 all squared. Now let's simplify this. We have r squared is equal to 9 divided by 2 all squared plus 7 over 2 all squared. So this implies that r squared is equal to 81 over 4 plus 49 over 4. Now you see that we have the same denominators. So let's write one of them as the LCM and then sum the numerators. 81 plus 49 is 130 and this is equal to 65 over 2, which is also equal to 32.5. So this implies that r squared is equal to 32.5. Now we are looking for r, so let's take square root on the both side of the equation. This square will cancel this. Now we have r is equal to square root of 32.5, which is approximately 5.7 centimeters. So this implies that the radius of the circle is equal to 5.7 centimeters. So guys, I hope you found this video useful. Please subscribe to this channel and tap on the bell notification so that you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a nice day and see you again on the next video.